how's it going? We're back on a Saturday. Yes, 2 streams in a week. It's a rare thing. Hey, Death, how's it going? We're back. We're going to try getting our reservoir in today. Death, you'll be happy to hear that I actually slept well last night. After all that talk yesterday about sleep, I was actually able to sleep. How are you doing? Let's see what we've got. Let's see. We were building this whole area out. In alive on... Oh, okay. Well, enjoy your time. We're going to work on the reservoir today. We've got our industrial area up. It looks like we've got plenty of trees should we need them. How are we doing beaver-wise? Looks like we could use some more. Playing Timberborn. I don't like the new mod menu on... Yeah, I don't much care for the changes either. I think the old one was better. Hopefully they'll figure that out. It just feels harder to find stuff. Not as intuitive. But maybe that's just me. Who knows? Let's grab at least a lumberjack here. So he can go over and get that. Those are going in. We've got a little bit of science coming in here and there. Had to delete all my mods and got new stuff. That's not so bad every once in a while. Every once in a while, it's good to just clear out the old stuff. So, where do I want to... I mean, eventually this is all going to be full. That needs to go in probably at some point. Flywheel doesn't work again? Is that on the 1.1 though? Alright, we got beets. Is there anything... Those are manually stopped. We don't need beets. Beet and radish juice. You know what? We might just bring a little bit of water down here. It's okay. It works on the version that I'm playing, I believe. Speaking of mods, though, I did finally get lattice. I reread that the new cactus plant gives 1 water. From what I saw, or it showed that just 1 water is giving. It's weird that it only gives 1 water. It just doesn't seem worth anything. It's just like an annoying thorn. Rather than something useful. There's all flywheels. I wonder if that'll break something. 0 water. It's true, but... Meh. Got the bad water caps. Seep covers. There it is. I mean, we could start on those. Is this a source or a... That's a source. Okay. Well, we can use that later. They're getting that in. Good. I don't necessarily need trees from there. Are you guys automated? You are, but we don't have workers. So we got 2 islands of trees, and then we'll have more over here. What's that? 1 water per plant. Just saying, just water. Haven't tried. Well, 1 water from plant just seems weird. We could make this into a giant farming area. But if I manage to cover up all the seeps, then all of this, well, we won't have this. We'll have to figure out how to get the bad water out of here. Probably same with this, too. Okay. Well, more bridges, I think. We got bridges for this last time. Yep, those just got to be built. They're working their way over here so they can get to all of this. Which means that ladder might not be needed yet. Or might not be needed anymore, but that's okay. This is all fine. Power. Most of the mods I was using don't work, so got the basic. No pods for iron, teeth, smart power. Okay, that's not bad. Do. Looks like they're putting in the smelter over here. How much is this one? Steam engine, 400. I could do 400. Or I could start on my tube-way system, which I kind of feel like I ought to start on my tube-way system. Let's look into that. Tiny tube-way, because that's everybody's favorite. Person who made Bob's storage and small tubs housing said was that with mods keep breaking from updates, they're waiting to update things. Well, that makes sense. I mean, you don't really want to double your work. So, question here. Can I put that on top of there? No, I cannot. Two-way levee. So, is it just a tube-way, or do I have the vertical tube-ways? That I don't know. So it's no small tube housing for experimental Timberborn. No small tube housing. Let's go here. That's in line with this. Over to here, over to here. Two boys. We're going to use quite a few of our things here, but that's okay. It will take them a minute to make that. Small tube housing. Oh, it does say others can be built on its top, so maybe that's it? Oh, no small tube-way stations. Gotcha. How are we doing water-wise? Okay, we're doing... Nah, we could probably use some more beaten radish juice here. How are we doing down here? On experimental? Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of things are going to break on experimental. What is this? Apple juice? Everybody wants beaten radish juice. Hydrate. I only have a little bit of tea tonight. And I didn't make myself any more, so... Building unstaffed. Yeah, I'm well aware. Science, science, science. Logs, probably. All logs. Okay. Well. You know what? These don't need to be staffed. So we've got other logs to pick up from. No backup tea? No. You have your tea, and then your backup tea, and then your emergency tea. Okay. So we've got people for everything. What is everybody building? Ah, they're building their way out to this. Good, good. Do. Oh, this guy's out of stuff to do. Go find something else. Look at this tower we have of stuff. Well-being. Do a contemplation spot or two. Why not? There we go. We'll use our science in great ways. Oh, are they done? They're done. So this island is getting cleared off. There's a geothermal over there. You're not ready to go yet. Do. Alright, we'll turn all these back on while we wait to find more trees. I almost said teas. That's not quite right. Beets. There's our radishes. Tomatoes is a little low. But there's still some on the vine. We're just not picking them up for some reason. Yay! That's now pouring over this. Interesting. Maybe I need to let a little bit of this out. I don't remember that filling up before. Weird. We're getting more and more water here. We might have to get a third gate. So we might need a way to get the bad water out of here, but we might just flush it eventually. We got 5 with wet fur. That's okay. We're doing okay there. Do. I feel like we should have more with this many lodges, but maybe not. I guess there's 5 open, so everybody's got wet fur, because alright, if I change this for just a second, will that lower the pressure enough? Or do I need to take this out too? Kind of looks like I need to take this out too. Okay. Get those back in there. There we go. Then we'll have access to water again. We'll be fine. No worker. You should be off. Depth beats. It's just staying at 80. Okay. So if we drop this... If we leave it at 80, we should be okay. Bad tide approaching. So much water. I don't know why all of a sudden that's way more water than it usually is. Well, next drought or good tide, we can try and fix that. If I remember right, I still have to remove this. And that. And this. Put you back. And you need to be high priority. There you go. That should take care of most of it, right? I was really kind of hoping for a drought, and that didn't happen. Are you guys getting the wall in over here? Is that why that's so... No? We just have a ton of water this time. Okay. Well, I guess that can happen. We'll go ahead and plan for... Well, how am I getting the bad water out of there? Good question. Good question. Because that's definitely going to leave us with good or bad water. That was... We'll figure that out eventually. How are we doing over here? We're still working on this. Okay. This is still underwater officially, unofficially. Could move all these down. One. We'll do that after we've got a little bit more established. Do we need juicers? Do we need more juicers? My juice island might be a little smaller than I intended it to be. Also, let's go ahead and just take those out so we can move on to there. More islands to conquer. We don't need any scrap. Double check and make sure that the gates are working okay. Yep. Good there. All right. Oh, well-being. Do I have the... I don't even have the medical bed yet. Goodness. Look at me not taking care of these beavers. Do-do-do-do. Two-way. Oh, that's how that works. I could do that, or I could do a 3 and a 2. Or I could do 2 2s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like 2 3s should fit right across there. There's 2 out from there. Yeah, 3s would fit right across there. Of course, I gotta get the rest of the science so that I can get... Oh. Okay. I guess they're still working on stuff. Now, if we only had some way to get some power from this moving water, but we really don't. I could get this by just simply going across here, up and around. That's 3K of science. Well, all right, we've got those in for our injured and entertainment. How's food and water doing? Not bad. I mean, if I came up here and put gates in to have good water go this way and bad water go this way, I could at least get some use out of this land, right? What do the single floodgates cost? I mean, if we did 2 of those and 2 of those, you could see which way they flowed, but meh. How are you guys doing? You're still cutting trees. They're working on this. Yes. Do. Where's a good place to grab some science? Here's a pretty good place. That's 800. Still not quite enough science to get the science place, though. I need about 2,000 total science to get that. Because I also need basically one of these. Okay, so 1,900 science. I was slightly off, sorry. Slightly, just slightly. Alright, can we get... Not 100% sure how we're going to get those, but if I were to get those 2 in, I could at least get the sciences here. Even if it takes them forever to walk over here. Let's see if they start building this stuff. Yes, they do. Good, good. It's a little murky, but they should be okay. Get that in there. You guys are all good to go. At least this way we could plan out a little bit more stuff. Because a couple of science huts just isn't cutting it. You kind of feel like I need a new tomato island, though. Although this should all turn green here soon, as we get rid of this. Okay, they're working their way across. It's taking them a minute, but they are working on it. Kind of want to move this over here. Make that a little more important. They still got to finish this first. These logs need to come in. That's getting a little murky, but that's okay. What do the gear buildings take? 180 apiece. So 2 of those is 360, which this only puts out 250? Yeah. See, we need a steam engine for that too. What's the build order looking like? They got levees and levees, all the levees, and then more levees. Oh, and a dam. Move the hauling post, smelter, tiny tubeway station, scaffolds. Are you out of tomatoes? Is that what's going on? Kind of looks that way. Okay. Do. That. There we go. Storage for all this. What are you? Apples. So you are apples. Canola seeds. Not apples, but canola seeds. Wheat. Canola seeds, there we go. You are tomatoes. Tomatoes coming in. You are beets and radishes, so I need 2 of them here. You can be for beets. You can be for the radish. Radish. Where are you, radish? There's beets. Ah, yes, radish. And then you can be for corn, which I don't even have a place for corn yet. Corn. There we go. Looks good. How are they doing over here? Not bad. Water-wise, it's mostly full. I'm not worried about it at all. There's the 500. So we could start on the steam engine. Say a steam engine here. Yes. And then continue on with our industrial build here. 2 of those. It's 360. What's 500 minus 360? How much they have left? 500 minus 360. 140. So we could tack something else on there if we wanted to. Another gear workshop would be okay. Kiln, smelter, no. It might just be that. And then we do... Nope, not that one. We could do that there. Then I don't really need that. We do a gears. Gears? Gears. Yep, there we go. We're good. We just gotta wait. Oh my goodness. Do. Sometimes that's all you can do, is just wait. Goodness, these guys need to clean up the yard over here a little bit. I guess I could do that. Lawn mowing with paths. There we go. Speaking of lawn mowing, I actually managed to get my yard mowed today. But in the process of mowing my yard, I got the mower stuck in the ditch. It's the same ditch that the city was supposed to fix like 2 years ago, and we've been waiting on them to fix it. They're not. So, but I actually had to hook a chain up to the back of it and the back of my truck and pull it out of the ditch. It was that stuck. And then did that. Did the weed eating. That ditch, actually, I had to get down into because there was no, like... The ditch is strange. It like drops off 2 feet right in the center. And I can't ever get down there with the mower because that's where my mower fell into today. But I had to borrow my parents' special weed eater. It's one of those weed eaters that has the saw blade at the end instead of actual strings. I had to get down in there, and it was shin deep mud. It's not ankle deep, it's not knee deep, it's about halfway between the two. So that was pleasant. Oh, hey, look. I got 3.1k. But did that, got through a good portion of the weed eating, and then broke all the weed eater stuff, so... Haven't mowed in years. Oh. I would love to not have to mow. That would be a dream. I do have to feed my weed eaters. Okay. So you gotta do a little bit of weed eating. Neither have I. It's the landlord's problem. Ah, see? That's what I get for owning my own house. I gotta mow my own yard. Then again, when I didn't own a house, I never mowed my own yard either. Morning. Evening, I guess. Evening, Brian. 16 weed eaters? Oh, do you have those goats that, that somebody was talking about last night? $7.50? You betcha. 16 goats. Yep. That's what I thought. Like I was saying last night, we've got... Well, I've got in-laws, but it's my wife's cousins have goats. But there's no way... One, I live right in the middle of town. The town would have a fit if I brought goats in. Nigerian dwarf pygmy, so the size of medium large dogs. Okay, that's not bad. Do you have one of the goat towers? Those are always neat. Not yet, but they climb everything. Yeah. I kind of got that feeling with goats. The ones that my wife's cousins have just climb everything in the barn. Try to get them off the buildings. Yep. We've definitely seen them on top of buildings out there before. But they climb on everything, they eat everything. They kind of poop everywhere. They're very... At least their goats are very messy creatures. Put you there. One climbs fences if they aren't perfectly perpendicular to the ground. Well, yeah, that's a goat, though. They'll climb anything. I think they'll climb it just because it's there. Large enough pasture. They spread it out. Okay, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. My wife's cousin's goats live in a much smaller area. Cows are the worst. Why? What? No. Why is he over there? You should not be over there. At a dairy farm. Ooh. I used to live not too far from a dairy farm, but not anymore. I am tempted to just take this ladder out. You know what? We're just going to do it. We're just going to remove that ladder completely. Grew up on a beef farm. My family, like I was saying the other day, my family did own a farm that was actually supposed to become mine, and that didn't happen for reasons, but that's a different story. What are they building? Seriously. Dairy cows are much more involved than beef cattle. Goats are much easier to handle, but harder to fence. Well, that's true. I mean, you don't see a lot of cows climbing up mountains. Could they? Probably, if they really wanted to. But you just don't see it a lot. Alright, tomato people. Do I have any other islands that I'm not using? Not of any substantial size other than this one. Cow's legs don't... that is true. But then again, if I remember right, cows are pretty stubborn. I mean, I know goats are stubborn, but cows can definitely be stubborn too. I remember long ago, they were having a auction at the family farm, and my brother and one of my cousins decided that they were going to hop the fence and go out there and startle the cows. And I remember them running out there and basically getting the cows startled. And the cows took off, and of course they all started to run away from them. But the field is only so big, so of course they turned back around and then started running at my brother and my cousin. And that left them the only option of running back and jumping over the electric fence, which did not go well for them. They also barely made it out from getting ran over by cows, so they kind of had it coming. But that electric fence, they never messed with that again. It's like pellets, cows, stiff. Cleaning, yeah. Well, I mean, didn't they used to burn that stuff out on the prairie? Just because it burned for so long? Another bad tide. Give me a drought. Good grief. Once it dries, yeah, that's what I remember. All right. Get those two in, won't you? Oh, I was going to get of this, but why don't we turn this into a bit of a science island? Well, we can put science over here. Power. One of these can go there. And then science. And this is just a normal science. If I burned that. There we go. Yep, they can still get in there. Science. There we go. Anything that needs science that or needs power that yeah, we'll just do maybe one of these. Let's get that in there before they get the other two in there. Much easier to move a 50 to 70 pound goat versus a 2,000 pound cow. Yeah. Maybe. I would think cows would startle easier. It may not move in the right direction, but it might move. Where am I at on all? I have everything except tomatoes. I need another tomato island or tomato area. This one's just not cutting it anymore. Pause. All my tree islands paused? Yeah, pretty much. I heard as much when a goat steps on your... True. Did you steer jump 6-foot chain link fence? Yeah, I was saying, if a cow wants to go somewhere, it probably can or will. But I'm guessing from the way that the cows that I've always seen, they don't often want to go anywhere. And that's a little more important. Pretty much marking everything important. Alright, a little bit of goats in a large dog crate in the back of my SUV. How hard is it to get a goat in a dog crate, though? Do you just throw like a tin can in the back and they go in, or? It isn't. Pick it up like a dog. They don't need tin cans. Well, that's what they always show them eating. Oops. Oh, crap. That's not good. I should have looked at that. Oops. This is going to be a rough cycle. Oh well. A little bit of issue. I guess just makes it more interesting. So I can't build over there anymore because I accidentally killed the bridge. Oops. Went to a dump and saw a goat eating a paper glue off a tin can and made it a thing. I wouldn't doubt it. That seems like a popular culture kind of thing. Let's not lose all the water yet. Alright, well, this is going to be interesting. This will probably get engaged this season. How are we doing population-wise? We're still behind. One of those questions references that come up a lot. I could see that. But the fainting goats are a thing. Because I've even seen my cousins do that, but I think that's just because they're dumb. I don't think they're actually the type that faints. I don't think that's quite the breed of goats. Yeah, I think it's a specific breed, though, isn't it? Yeah, they just kind of... They, like, go prone or something. They just... rigor mortis. I guess I have a little bit of juice. Lock up when started. Yeah. All right. It can go back to... Let's set this to 18 for now. Sacrificial goods. 100% sure why anything except that is getting worked on. No. My wife's cousin's goats they just do weird things like jump into things. Like if there's a wall, they'll just jump into it. Is to be put with expensive herd and keep predators from killing the rest of the herd. Oh, I never thought of that. That does kind of make sense, though, doesn't it? Where the heck are all my builders building at? Mine get their head stuck in the fence a lot. Yeah. These I've seen get stuck in the door, get stuck in like a rafter. It's not really a rafter, but it's on the ceiling. They just kind of get stuck there. Them as pet goats. Not because they find it funny. It is kind of funny, though. And working on it. We are not getting the amount of tomatoes we need. Livestock try their best to become dead stock. I could see that. It lends a little bit of credence to the people that are like, well, if we weren't raising them, they'd probably be dead anyway. Nice mine there. Okay, what do we got? What do we need for this? Logs, gears, metal blocks. We'll wait till all of this is done. Let's get you in there. What are we working on? Bunch of tubeways that they haven't even started yet. Levees that they can't get to. Water pump. We don't know of any wild cow herds. I've heard of wild cows. Every once in a while there's that random cow that gets stuck with like a roving horde of buffaloes or something. Then I think wasn't there a story a while back where a cow got left on an island and it just lives there now? Everybody else just leaves it alone, or it escaped a trailer and now it just lives on an island alone. Start everything else. If they get loose, will create wild herds. Cows don't generally wander off too far when they get loose, though. They just don't usually live long if somebody's not feeding them, I guess. So much to build. Science going in. I do want that done. Buffaloes are different. True, but I think that I've heard at least a couple of stories where a cow has turned up in a herd of buffalo. Just really dumb. Yeah, they never struck me as, like, the world's smartest creature. Most cheap. Technically, they're feral animals. Animals that were domesticated and escaped. A dairy... Yeah, I don't think a dairy cow would do very well. I think you're right there. Might be a slight difference. Do. We got 13 days, and we still have a decent amount of water, so... Do. Alright, they're building their way back over to that one. Since I accidentally broke stuff trying to clean stuff up. Go me. What are you doing? Hey, how's it going? We're talking about goats and cows today, and trying to build our colony. Pregnant horse will start a herd if it gets loose. I wouldn't doubt it. Pregnant cow will die off eventually. Oh. I wonder if there is any place that they could live on their own. What does this guy need? Unless you get that one, like, giant steer that they have pictures of. I think it's in Australia. I bet that thing would do just fine on its own. It's not like anything would be able to eat it. You'd just have to find somewhere to eat. Bring a cow die. They probably wouldn't be able to take care of themselves very well. My guess, this is mostly just a guess, would be that they probably, if they're not just nearly force-fed food, they probably wouldn't try and go out and find it themselves much. Horses on Sable Island? We're from ship. Where is Sable Island? I am not familiar. You think a cow would be able to take care of itself? Start a herd? Seen cows closely. They will take care of themselves. There's a different viewpoint. But would they take care of themselves long enough to start a herd? Or would they just get eaten eventually by whatever's out in the wild? Do you think it would live, but it wouldn't start a herd? 175 kilometers off the coast of Nova Scotia. A lone little island in the north. Huh. I have not heard of that. And it's just full of horses now? From shipwrecks? Ooh, building. Good grief. Oh, good. We're almost done with the reservoir. That's going to be a nice reservoir. Huh. Their own breed. The island is restricted. Huh. Special island for special horses. Well, that's kind of neat. And other than like that cow island I was talking about earlier, I don't think there's any islands with just cows. Giant roaming herds of cows. Cows originate from water buffalo, but that was that they are dependent on us. Sheep are the same way. I bet a ram could take care of itself pretty well. But again, I don't think it would start a herd. I could be wrong, though. Don't they have those rams that, like, wander off on their own? And then they have so much wool that somebody has to come and shear them? Goats can start a herd? I think so. Do their hair not shedding? Yeah. That's what a lot of the ones that I've seen rescued need. They just need shearing because they can't. They have so much wool they can't see. Goats can start a herd. Kinder, can you confirm goats start a herd if they get lost? What are we doing over here? We still got a bunch of it going out. Yep. Their island with wild goat herds. That's pretty neat, actually. Problem was with horses. Okay. So they will start their own herd. Ew. I feel like you should be... if this is... You should be off. So, do we want... that? There we go. Those should all be off. But I feel like you guys should be on. On top of the cows, I don't think we have wild cows anymore. We can find as domesticated, which certainly cannot survive on their own. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things, once domesticated, can't really go back to that. But I could definitely see that case for cows. Sailors would drop a few goats on an island and come back later to harvest them. It's interesting. So, res, resource water, res, big switch, relay. Is that what you are? No, that's you. That's you. Res, big switch. So that's resource water. So I've got something backwards here. I feel like if the threshold is greater than 0, right, that should be on, which means that depth res 2, which is you, those both have to be on. This one over here is if the resource water is on and So, is this... I think I've got this one backwards. Needs to be this one. There we go. This map layout is trippy. Your PC can't play it. You could always get a Steam Deck. Death knows how well it plays on Steam Deck. Horses, pigs, goats, even chickens will go feral, and the next generation will be wild. Yes, I did manage to stream again today. How's it going, Kudzen? No pigeons are feral? Not wild? Pigeons are kind of nasty, to be honest. They kind of make a mess of the place. Going away. Still want sleep, though. I slept actually unusually well. The nasty ones are actually sick? Really? Every time I see one that's always, even in, like, looks like it's in good shape, they're always, like, pooping on everything. Pigeons used to be prized pets before the time of telegrams and oh. They're all former mail carriers. Similar to feral puppies. For like wild dogs and such. Pigeons are bad. Geese are worse. Geese are terrible. I have been chased by a goose before. I don't want to ever do that again. That was a mean bird. A very mean bird. That can go up there. We're going to come over and get this. I'm going to have to dig through two of these either way, so we'll do that. Doo-doo. Where they live in human areas, they're still considered half domestic pigeons. Blobs, not streaks. Ugh. They are... Every time I go to... Or every time I see one, they're just... Ugh. They're making a mess of the area. Canada geese are protected by law. You can hit them back. You mean you can't hit them back? I mean, they're on Canadian coins. Or is it bills? They're on a bill. Next time you see one, imagine them like an abandoned doll. Abandoned dog. Yeah, abandoned dog that's trying to steal the food out of my hand. And then poops on me for not letting them. Look, the goose bill is on the bill. Yes. I'm glad someone enjoyed the terrible puns. What is this? Oh, you have no tomatoes. Tell you what, let's just pause you. We're a little low on food, so we'll actually eat our tomatoes. Yes. The starving puffed out bird is a sick bird. Well, I'm not gonna fix random birds. Oh, would you look at that? They're actually building that finally. Guys, I would much rather have this. Maybe that's why there's so many in New York. Had carrier pigeons there at one time. Almost got enough to get this done. A little lower on food than I'd like to be, but we might just be able to get more food here from the tomatoes after we get this in here. But I do need to find a new island, no doubt in my mind. We might start using some of this room over here. And we'll work out the water later. Landscaping. There's 5. 5. And 5. That can go there. Dip sensor can go here. You go there. Farm goes here. There's a grill. Huh. Didn't even notice. Oh, I didn't make one because we can't use it at the moment. There's just nothing there for them to do. Put you over here. And then what do I want them to plant? That's a good question. Yeah, tomatoes, bell peppers. I don't have any bell peppers. From rock pigeons, which live on cliffs. I guess we'll do some bell pepper fields. And take that out of there. Water. Fluid dump. There we go. Storage. Small warehouse. Going out for the bell peppers. There we go. And we'll get another one. Love pets that got some bad PR. I'm sure they were wonderful at one point. But now I try to avoid them when I see them. On the street, and now very few people want them. Pigeons. Well, I mean, there are those people that have those giant pigeon things. Doesn't Mike Tyson have a bunch of pigeons? I could have swore that I heard that at one point. Iguanas and ball pythons. See, I'd always just heard about the alligators in the sewers. People abandon them, but I don't know if that's true or not either. I never really looked into it. This is almost done. We're going to have lots and lots of water this next time, I hope. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. They have not started on this. This was one of the first things I put up, and they have not started on this yet. This would have a hard time dealing with the toxic fat blobs. You mean in the sewers? I wouldn't doubt it. I'm guessing there's probably not a lot of them that actually live there. Oh, would you look at that? They're building our science stuff. And the temperatures. Does it get cold in the sewers? Okay, these are all off now. That's not right either. You are on. So, depth res 2, resource water. Oh, I'm full of water. I'm full of something, but at the current moment, it's water. Such massive issues all over the place. There you go. The Simpsons. The Simpsons did it. All those Chaz Wuzzlers. Look at all that water. I think all the bad water is going to get pushed probably over here in the corner. Which I guess is okay. We'll dump bacon grease and other fats in the sewer where it absorbs any toxic chemical down there. Huh. Did not know fat did that. Ooh, this is even green. That's kind of nice. They're not giving me droughts. I want to work with some droughts here, people, because we got things to do. How is this? Bricks are good. Is the brick place back on? Yep. Planks are back. Are planks back on? No, planks aren't back on yet. Gears are. I'm having a death wave. Let's get those in there. And once you're done, let's get over here and get this done. We're not getting much done on our industrial island, are we? How's this? It's not overflowing? Nope, it's sure not. It's got a slight red hue, but I think over time it'll work itself out. Nothing to do in range. Oh, for the love. I put lumberjack flags in there. That's not going to help us, is it? Grab these. Are these lumberjack flags too? Yep. There we go. You guys are grabbing scrap up here. That's fine. There are workers with nothing to do. What do you mean? It literally... There, plant some stuff. Nature's beginning to fight back. Florida snake-eating snake is eating young pythons. Some coyotes are eating young feral piglets. It's a pork chop dinner. All pork chops all the time. Let's see. Really, if I get this in here... it would be very difficult to get the bad water seeps out of there, but not impossible. We could just build a bridge out there. Also programs all over to deal with invasives. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a pretty good idea. You get all those species out of there that you don't want, so they don't destroy the environment. I did get the seep covers. I just have not put one down yet because they're 1,000 science. Seep cover. Yep. They'll work well. I just have to wait until a time when there's not water down there. I also got the ladders. Fish trying to take over the MS River, but can't remember the fish. Invasives don't have a hunting fishing cap either. Are a lot of those invasives, though, any good to eat? Also, I don't think I need this anymore. So I want them to be able to pull from the whole lake over here. So, let's take these back down. I'll leave that one because it won't hurt. There we go. One giant reservoir. Am I really not needing water? Have learned that to deal with feral pigs, they all have to trap and kill them at the same time. Well, yeah, if there's pigs left, they'll make more pigs. Asian carp. That is frequently how they become invasives. Very bad. Wait, isn't that fish that I've heard about that while people are out fishing, it like jumps at them in the boat? I know I've heard that somewhere. Building unstaffed. And I have 16 open beds. Why do I have so many open beds? Food is going down just a bit. You do have the most... Yeah, you do. He jumps out of the water when startled. Yeah, it might be that. It might just be that. It's the angelfish in coral reefs that jumps out and attacks people. Do I need another farm to pull all of these up? What is this doing? We at least have some tomatoes. What's unstaffed? That's fine. Those can be unstaffed. That's fine. I'd prefer that one wasn't unstaffed, but whatever. We won't need those in a minute, as soon as we get these in here. We need, what, 11 more gears? Okay, we can do that. Alright. Being collected to make them stop destroying reefs. Oh, okay. Angelfish sounds familiar. That might be the one... Is that one that they put in tanks? Fish or parrotfish? Parrotfish have a beak, like mouth, to chew on coral. That could be it. That could be it. Because I thought they put angelfish in tanks. Oh, I'm running low on juice. Running low on everything. But I think we used to have fish when I was very young. And my parents got rid of them because they ended up getting an angelfish that, like, attacked every other fish. Ones being released are causing issues. Yeah, that sounds right. I know my parents had to get rid of one of them. Parrotfish, maybe? Who knows? Maybe there's a parrotfish initiative. People are all for the parrotfish. Where's this guy going? Where's this guy going? What's he bring? Oh. There's logs right here. Build these. You don't have to move logs. You can just build. Do I have gears? Why is this gear place not getting... Why are they moving stuff? They don't need to move stuff. You need to... There's a major issue with angelfish that eat everything else in the reefs with no prey. Ah. The way my mom described it, it was just they were kind of jerks. Every other fish. Oh, hey, a drought. What are you doing? You're supposed to be building stuff. Also, you need sleep. Fish are only in their natural habits. Oh, I see. He's picking up these. That's fine. Reefs are under stress from climate change. Parrotfish weren't endangered, but now they can destroy a reef. Oh, maybe it's all the fish. Darn fish ruining the ocean. Their fishiness. I bet they're still picking up these, aren't they? Yep. You guys are full, so find something else. You're done. You're also done. Okay. Hopefully they get these piles cleaned up pretty quickly. There are 40 logs in this pile. Good grief. There we go. All the logs. Good thing we don't need water. What do I need for ladders? 300? I can probably afford that. Question is, can I afford... Seep afterwards? What's seep cover cost? Seep cover... 1,000. 4,000. Or aquafire rig. Oh, okay, that's just the Tracks water. Oh, this just bottles its own water. Interesting. I wonder if you can... Needs... what? Built on top of an aquifer. Oh. Oh, like this? Oh, I could probably destroy it. Just do that, but... meh. It's a bad water rig. No. Let's just go with the seep cap. Fire. Seep cover. There we go. A little less in general. Food is... yeah. We're out of tomatoes constantly. We're not even juicing them when we're out of tomatoes. I have not started on high speed yet. At all. Deep cover. 100. There's only 10. I mean, I could go around and put them all in, though. Because we're eventually going to cover them all. Any other seeps that I missed? Seeps. Here, seeps. Not you. Nope. Well, that might be it for the seeps. Nope, I missed one. Okay. Seeps are in, or seep covers are in, I believe. We got plenty of water should our juice run out. 2, 3, 4, yeah. There's 10 of them. Did you count all 10? I thought there was 10. That's just a water seep. That's not a bad water specific seep. Fine. I think I got them all. Yeah, I think we're all right. Do. I have 9 beavers free for some reason. Oh, I'm going to have more here because I don't need these anymore. That'll get us some science. Yay. 7 free beavers. Do that. Get it built so we have more builders. And then we'll finish this. Get beets. We'll just move our way around the island for now. You're not picking up any logs because they've got as many logs as they're going to need there. Five charcoal lasts quite a while. There's just a slight tinge of bad water in there, but I think it'll be okay. Started building that a while ago, and they just have not got through it yet. 4 extra. Nice. Are you guys all picking up the logs over here? Is that what your main goal is? Where are you going? Okay, I guess you're filling that one up? Sure, why not? How many do we got? 82 and 8, so 90 left. Missed one. There's 10. Yep. 10 water seeps. I'm starting to get tomatoes. I do not know why those are taking so much longer than everything else. What are you working on? Still picking up those logs, I'm guessing? Yep. What do we got left? 64. I'm going all the way over there. I don't know. We'll do that for the... not the beet, but the bell pepper. Bell pepper. What do I need for these? Don't know if I have that either. We'll go straight out to the first one. What's on the list? These. Okay. You're making those. That's fine. Did you try talking to the tomatoes? No, I did not try talking to the tomatoes. We seem to have no problem in tomato growth at the moment. We seem to have problem in tomato picking. Let's find a builder and see what they're up to building. Carrying logs. Oh, they're still working on this. Why are you carrying logs? I guess this is still over here. 16 days left, or 16 logs left. 1 day. You know what? Just get those logs. I don't want to lose 12 logs. 12 logs are important. Oh, somebody must have actually had to drink water instead of juice. 6. Come on, guys. Don't let them disappear. How are they getting through there? There's no walking path. Okay. 4. They got 0.3 days left to get 4 logs, so 2 people need to come over and pick up these logs. There we go. Alright, now you guys can go back to 16 hours. Feather caps on the lumberjack. Is that what they added? I mean, I saw that they added, like, outfits. Did lumberjacks get feather caps? Like Robin Hood type caps? Sort of like that? Well, that's kind of neat. It's a good concept. Okay. Over here. Building away. As long as somebody doesn't get trapped in the middle there. German Brewfest caps. Also viable. I could see that. We'll see how far out the water on this one goes, and then we'll do another one maybe in this area. Scavengers get ironworker hard hats. Oh, neat. Well, everybody liked the idea of hats, so I think people were a little sad when that mod stopped working for a bit. Oh, bog. Trees. No, we're not doing trees down here anymore. And that's not going to be trees. This is not trees. None of that's trees. If my mods for the Iron Tooth playthrough that I'm doing on the YouTube channel work with 1.1, I'll move to 1.1. But if they don't, then I'm probably going to stick with 1.0 for now on that, just to make sure that it works. Of course, I actually have to get some recording done on that. That's a long story, though. I would like to see you guys work on this and this. You know what? I'd like to do this. And we'll do a gate right here. Yes. Sensor. Yeah. I do find I feel like they're just going all over the place, don't they? Building unstaffed, building unstaffed. Automate. You are depth 4. Bell pep. Automate. Depth bell pep. Work for sure is the hats mod. But didn't they just add, like, costumes? It is... less than 50 it's on. I thought that was part of the new 1.1 that just came out. I could be wrong, though. It is very possible that I am wrong. Yeah, I'm really having so much issues with radish juice. It's just radish juice. Seem to have problems with both. We might just have to make a juice island. Sounds weird. But it is something we might have to make. The water's on. That's good. Plenty there. Oh, look at them go. That's working. So, gate this as if it is equal to 0, it's on. This is depth. We'll make this cap 1. And then you automate to this. So when there is water out here, they stop going. Hats mode, I have added dunce caps for power wheel. That's nice. I like that. Baseball caps for hollows. Yellow hard hats for builders. I think everything should have a cap. It would just be nicer that way. So this one's built. So let's go... Oops, let's move over one. Not too many? No, that's the right amount. You go this way. AT plushie tracking info says that it's here in the States. Ooh. Well, hopefully it will show up early next week. Well, hopefully it shows up earlier than that. Depth sensor. A lot of fluid dumps. Farmhouse. You can be. Let's do canola. There are no stuff there. For the moment, we'll just bypass it. In case we need to get over there for more logs. No, I don't want wheat. I want canola. Canola, there we go. Wheat, canola. We'll do whatever we can get to here. We're just building all sorts of farms today. A lot built. Even though it feels really slow, we're getting a lot built. Almost done with the seat cover. Uh-oh. Let's just pause you. Oh, no. Closed. Get out of there, you doofus. Alright. Water's back, but the water pressure definitely isn't. That's interesting. Water pressure is all over the place. We almost had this one done, but that's okay. We can do it next drought. If there is a next drought. They even got some canola in for us. Nice. Automation. Three injured. 5 beds for them. Unstaffed. Yes, I want people here. We can use a grill. Oh. Excuse me. Ow. That was one of those sneezes that hurt. What else can I use bell peppers for other than grilled bell peppers? I can't just eat them, can I? Oh, I can just eat them raw. Okay. Maybe. No, I can't. What else do you gotta use bell peppers for? Stuffed peppers. So you have 2 different bell pepper recipes. Of course it's a bad tide. Why wouldn't it be? Did we get this all filled up? Oddly enough, this is not as filled as it usually is. I mean, there's a decent amount of water in here, but it did not fill up nearly as much as it did that last time. That's okay. We'll live one way or the other. What are you building? Ah, you're building our paths to the next aisles, which is fine. Decoration. What other decorations could we get? Decoration. I can cover that. I can cover that. Sure, why not? That's taken care of. I don't think that covers either of those buildings, unfortunately. No, no, it does not. Do. This, and we'll put one over here. There we go. Does this one reach? That takes care of most of them. What about the clock? Here, neither of them. That takes care of one of them. And I can put a clock here. Seems like an odd spot, but it's not terrible, I guess. There we go. This can be all the decoration stuff for everybody. Closed. Oh, it's still on. Good, good. Do. I did not yet automate the peppers. That needs automated. Get you in there. And then you. Where'd you go? All the way over here. Automate by bell pepper. And that, of course, switched everything perfectly there. Good. Oh, goodness. I gotta move around for a second. There we go. What is our order? Seep cover, yep. Oh, are they going to actually work on the tiny tube-way station? No? What are they working on? And it's up in the list. Oh, they are starting to work on it. There we go. We may have a short two-way station place here before too long. How am I going to get through here? I don't know. It's a good question. I guess we're still pulling in beets. We got beets going out. Doing great on the juicing. Orange juice, tomato juice. Tomatoes still not doing great. We might need another island of tomatoes. Way Bridge. So we have 4 open beds. Seems unusual. These done. Just so they can get a little bit more well-being. Plenty of water, though. Oh, this should be automated by metal blocks. Being which... we could do that. Blocks. Going out. That can be restrained. Yes! We had the opportunity and we took it. Also, I probably won't be able to stream next week, so seemed like a good idea to do 2 in a week. Missed most of it. That's okay. It's okay. It's all out there on YouTube. And technically Twitch, so. Twitch does save these. I always forget that Twitch saves VODs. Because I just don't use them very often. We've made a decent amount of progress. We're just waiting for beavers to get things built, but I think we just had a death wave. Liquid fuel. Wouldn't be terrible if we did that. Got the flywheels, but I'm probably not going to use them. definitely could, but... Winery... Corn and water makes good biofuel. Well, maybe we'll do that. Refinery. Can I put you here? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't have corn, but I may eventually. Well-being high score. I know. It's because they want to drink corn juice. So I still don't have a rooftop terrace. I think I need one. If I were to and that, yep. Go here. There we go. It's that issue. And we can even add something else in here if we want to. Detailer. What does that use? Extract. Okay, I don't have that. Carousel. Exercise plaza. And a dance hall. You know what? Can I fit either of these in here? That wasn't exactly right there. I probably could. Maybe. Take this out. Exercise plaza. Yes. Dance hall. Holy cow, that's a bunch for a dance hall. You go there. For now, we'll make a couple of these. And there we go. Corn juice does not sound... No, it does not. It really does not. Then again, neither does beet radish juice, so... maybe it's a regional thing. Or maybe it's some kind of alcohol. Who knows? I do not. Oh, they're getting most of those up. That's good. Fermented moonshine. Yeah. It could definitely be that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the little islands here, but might as well get them anyway. Cut trees. There doesn't seem to be any trees left here, or there, or there, or any there. There we go. Tree cutting. High priority. There we go. We do have this. Oh, and there's more science to get here. Let's grab that. And then maybe we'll figure out what we're doing with this. Power. I don't know if it would just fill up this or it fills up the whole area. I don't remember on the drills. I mean, it seems like we could power it and then just have it, like, dump off of the edge over here. We still can't get caught back up on tomatoes. We have canola. Well, we don't have anybody to harvest it at the moment. We'll get canola. Do. Storage. You and you. Do. Grab the bell peppers. Going out. Grab the canola going out. And then we can turn on the canola oil. Bit on corn still. We're still low on tomatoes. Done. Good work. Out you go. What's my list say? Seep covers small warehouse, huh? Steam engine? Oh, they're finally getting the steam engine. Okay. They're getting the list down. Look at all the tube ways. That's up soon. Oh, you just have none. I could do a relay, since there are two different things connected to this. Where's a relay? Relay. Oh, I was going to look because I never got to check. Anybody that's played the experimental patch where they've increased the number of things you can put on a relay, can you put different modifiers between them? Like a not and an and? Or does it just have to be like all of one? This is an or. And this is planks. And this is metal blocks. Checking, but I'm guessing all the same. Yeah. I would like you to get multiple. You can outstack logic, input not, and that stinks. That needs to be a thing, and the fact to not turn them on, but to change them to something else would be great. What are we working on now? Tube ways. All right, the tube ways are going in. So we're going to start seeing a bunch of metal blocks going out. Just in case. Are you? I had a charcoal and water? Why are you paused? Your bricks. Your charcoal. I have plenty of water. Huh. happened to all the water? We have water. We have 1,000 water. These are full. Huh. What would you like? Oh, you mean on the relays? Yeah. I would like them to be able to automate, like, switching between those buildings that can do multiple things, like the press here can be multiple recipes. Let it switch recipes. Okay, what's with the... Does nobody want to bring this water? There it goes. It's 80 hours. Yay, 20. Idle workers, because I'm out of canola oil. Okay, well that's fine. I don't have a thing for canola oil, do I? Yes, I do. Automate. Canola oil. Your apple juice, tomato juice, BNR, orange juice. Huh. Oh, there we go. They got these done. They're starting to get the tubes in. It's all tube ways for a while. Automate by... You know what? I'm going to stuff a relay in here so that it can be both. Automation. Relay. We'll put you here. This is... Relay. Bell. Pep. And can. Bell, pep, and can. Okay. So if resource bell pepper or resource canola, is it canola oil? Do I have canola? I have canolas. Just canola seed. Okay, we'll have to get another one. Make that important. Resource counter. Resource. I thought I had one of these. Canola can. Oh, that doesn't look right. Did I misspell it? Canola. Canola seeds. Okay. Sure. Just doesn't look right for some reason. Oh. You are resource. Excuse me. Canola seed. There you go. They're both off, so it should be off. So this is automate to bell, pep, and can. There you go. You're fine in there. That's going. All of this is good. Water is a little iffy, but I'm guessing it's because... No, we've got hauling posts. Do we just have too many people, maybe? Not enough stuff moving around? Need a worker. Automate. Resource. Gear. And you can automate on resource gear as well, because there's nothing else connected to you. Let's get the relay in so that we can set this one automate to this one. You can be called relay, yeah. Relay the blank. There we go. Blank and block. There you go. That'll work. We only need one of both, so. Blanks. I do need blanks. Just need metal blocks, so those can go do their thing. Getting the two-way in. That might be done by the time we wrap up tonight. Where are they going? It's closer beet juice, people. I guess we'll unpause this and get a little tomato juice in there. Worker. Prioritized by haulers. Somebody's got to bring it some charcoal and some water. We're going to have to make a better better squeezing station or another squeezing station somewhere. I thought I saw another island with one on it. Maybe we'll make this another squeezing island when we get there. Two idle workers. What do you... Oh. Is that because you have no power? Yeah. The hauler problem should start to come under control when we get our two-ways online. Two-way stairs? Oh, I see. Scavenger flags, yep. And then we just got seep cover. What about the lumberjacks? They're fine. What are these levies? Oh, okay. I think we'll be okay. We just got to wait for them to build a couple things. In the meantime, is there anything else that I possibly need? Decorative floor for 50. Why not? We can make this whole thing a plaza over here. Sure. That works for me. That is quite the plaza. Is it? Yep. That will look just fine. Well, they've got that. What do they need for the last piece here? Bunch of planks. They've got a bunch of planks. Yay! All right. Look at them go. One guy took two. Oh, there's another. Now let's figure out how we can connect it into other locations. We'll do this, and then you can go this away. And around here. One of you. One here. One here. Some tubes. Really no other way to get out to those islands. What does the big tube cost? 1.5. Nowhere near far enough. But it can't go over that. Which would let us connect in down there. You know what? Let's spend the 1.5. Why not? Kind of high up in the air, but it'll be okay. Grab another one. Oh, delete the one's two-way piece. You could do that and just connect them that way. Oh. Ooh, that's nice. You know what? Can I delete out a lot of these and just make floating tubeways everywhere? Like if I were to take these out. And these out. And those. And let's say this and this and this. And tubeways that away. Put you next door. Tubeway this away. Like so. Now we're getting somewhere. Magic flying tubeways. But we can probably get rid of almost all of this, can't we? What we'll do is magic flying tubeway all the way over these, if it lets me. It certainly will. Wow. We really don't need physics, do we? Not at all. Two-way. Tiny two-way station. You can go there. You can go here. Who needs physics? Exactly. This is not a game about physics. This is a game about beavers. That's all you need to know. Canola. You know what? Let's get those in there. Let's get that in there. I guess if it's very well built, maybe it's being held up by the tiny tubeway stations. 2-meter tall post, beavers, and tiny 6-meter tall oak trees. Exactly. We are not here to math. Bell pep and can. Okay, well, I guess you still got to be built. Just need a plank and a gear. Okay, well that's going to help things go in quicker. I don't have corn, though, so... But that's definitely going to have some need for scrap metal, so we can finally start clearing some of these islands out. I don't know if we'll ever need a mine on this map. There's just so much. We can do corn, and then we can do tomatoes, and then maybe some more power down here. Apples seem to be hanging in there. Yeah. Beet radish, tomato juice. What about you? Canola oil. You know what? That means I can get a grill, doesn't it? Because I can grill me up some bell peppers. How about a grill right here? Grilled bell. There we go. Yay, the bad tide ended. Oh, and this is going to be one of those super filling ones. Yay, alright. Well, that'll fill up the reservoir at least. Reservoir. Don't have enough beavers again. Until I get some more food, which we might get a decent amount of food with bell peppers. It's tomatoes. You know what? Here's what we need here. Ladder, ladder, more of these. Since you guys haven't made that yet. One of you can go there. We'll do the grilled bell peppers. Anything else that gets me any kind of well-being? Nope, so I'm just going to put a bench. There we go. A bench it is. What are we doing here? This is full and it looks pretty much clean. We can increase our food, which should be from these farms pretty soon. We can invest in a couple more beavers. Building is unstaffed. I know. What else is unstaffed? The gear makers. trees. Do. Like at some point we're gonna need a storage island. Maybe I can make this into storage. What storage options do we? Bunch of underground storage. That could get us at least some food. We have 4 different ones. We could start with that. Build. I need two-way station here. Just so they can climb off if they want to. This one. Apples. This one. Radishes. This one. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. And a very small amount of berries. Just as backup food. Yay, our bigger reservoir is now full. What are we looking at building here? Got all the seep covers. Levees. Where's this levee at? Ah, these. Okay. Bad tide again. We cannot win for losing on these, can we? You know what, guys? I would like to see a lot of this built before we call it an evening. I mean, each of these are only one plank, and I have 239 of them, so I didn't really need those, but whatever. Oh, yes, I do, to get those up there. Do. When you start the biggest reservoir, well, the biggest reservoir goes in after all the seeps are covered, and I figure out how to block bad water on these. Because that'll go in here, and then the whole map is a reservoir. Bell peppers. Can you get one for grilled bell peppers? Nope. Grilled bell peppers. Here's corn. Resource counter. Dash GRB. Nope. Grilled. GBP. There we go. That's good enough. And that could be for you. There we go. Corn, canola seeds off. Apples still going. Beet and radish juice. I don't have any corn, so that one just stays off. Alright, well. We'll see if they can get this in the next, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. They are... doing an alright job of it. Okay, why is metal block still on if metal block not needed? You're at 83%. Okay. Is there a place to put metal blocks? Is that you? Let's get that in there, because we're going to need a bunch of those to get the islands connected here. Red tide started, little splash, but nothing major. What is all on over here? Still doing those. That one's off. Oh, they got that built. Can't build a ladder? What are you guys building? Seriously. You're gonna go get a drink. Okay, and then you're going to bed. Do. To go. Got a plank. So they're building this, is what I'm seeing. There we go. Almost done there. Come on, just a log left. There we go. Now we can exercise. Yay! Exercise. Are you going next? You are going next. Back stretcher. We could do that. In fact, we could do those right here. There you go. 21. Detailers. The only thing we're going to have a hard time with is the carousel. Not sure we can get this in any. We might have to build an addition out here for the carousel. Detailers, though. We can get some of those in. Oh, I don't have extract yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. Look at them all exercising. Down 24 beavers. We really need more food. Idle worker. Oh, okay. You're done. They just needed water. Okay. Are you... I hate these weird in-between stages where it's like, you should be off if you're all full, or you should just be taking things away, but you're not. Well, they've got everything. They just have to finish building today. Then maybe they'll put in the wooden floor. There we go. Yep. Now they're putting in the decorative floor. Ta-da. Decorative floor. More well-being. I'll take it. I feel like I could probably afford 2 more houses. Makes more sense. This was definitely a busy episode. 25? Ooh. We are moving right along, aren't we? Well-being for everybody. Those can all go in. Whole place is important. You know what? I do want to get these in there first. In fact, yeah, let's get all of that done. I don't know why they put all the stuff in there, but didn't actually... Being high score. We're working on that one. We're working on that one. That one we don't have the stuff for. Weather vane. Weather vane's an actual, like, thing? Get that thing in there. There we go. Now they're making the floors. They'll figure out the thing eventually for those. I hope. Look at it go. I don't have a labor monument yet, so we could look at that. It would go nicely in this square. All the monuments would. This isn't really needed anymore. We could do that here. We could do this here. Used up a lot of my science, and it'll probably use a decent amount of resources, but that's some pretty good bonuses. I'm still waiting on this so that we can get the better engines. Path, wooden path, without railings. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. And then we do some bushes. Yep, maybe a couple more here. Maybe at the entrances. We do some shrubs. Light post on the corner. Just be all back scratchers. Back scratchers into City Hall. Let's get all of that marked too. So I would like to get that done. Maybe we'll change a lot of the stuff to wooden paths around here. Wooden path with railings? Just out of curiosity, let's see how that looks. Wooden path. What does everybody think? With railings or without railings? Kind of liking the with railings. It's not a fall hazard zone. We don't need our beavers falling off. They're not very bright already. So, if I... And then we'll just leave this path here. Let's temporarily... Ooh, they're not going to like that if I remove that real quick, are they? Oh well, they'll have to live for just a second. Let's do this. Yes. Wooden path with railing. Same thing here. There we go. Now we're getting this place decorated up. I feel like these should have some of those under there. These. Maybe just this whole island should, or at least a large portion of it. Whatever can be, should be, right? Idle worker. No, it's those stupid things again. Let's get our grill in here so we can get some grilled peppers going. As soon as the next day comes up. We'll do that, and then we'll call it an evening, alright? Don't have any corn. We'll work on corn next. That could have gone in, but that's okay. New worker. You know what? You guys don't even know what you're supposed to be doing, so... There it goes. I don't know why that turned them all off for a second. We're just going to pause you. There's plenty of you to go around, and that puts plenty of them back in places to work. So let's... Anybody working on this? Anybody work on that all day? Got the back scratchers. Okay, so these should be that. Oh, I put the workplace up. Duh. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll get it the next day. We've still got one more day left, right? There we go. 18 and clay. Do we have clay? Yeah, we have tons of clay. We just have to get it. Grilled bell peppers. Why is it off by automation? Oh. Come put this one up, guys, so we can get our grilled peppers. There's all the stuff. Somebody just needs to hit it with a hammer. There we go. And look at that. Grilled bell peppers. We're even going to prioritize it by holler. We'll get the oil. We'll get the logs. We'll get the peppers. Oh, look at that. We got that in there. All right. Well, are they going to grill one? Somebody make a grilled bell pepper, please. That's back on. There we go. We've got our grilled bell peppers. So that's going to help out for next time. But, like I've been saying, next time won't be next week. It'll be the week after. So, taking a week off. Got other things that I unfortunately got called away to. So, till then, let's see if we've got anybody that's on that we know. Kinder's on, doing some... Oxygen not included. There you go. Let's hit up Kinder, since it's her map. Tell everybody over there, hey. And hopefully I'll have some stuff up on YouTube next week, since I will have hopefully some time to work on it. But until then, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!